What's going on, everybody? Jake Schultz here, and I will be sharing with you today how exactly I use this tool called Junglescout. Now, Junglescout is probably the most advanced and the most powerful tool when it comes to Amazon product research, okay? So right away, junglescout.com, they do not offer a free trial, but they do have a 14-day refund policy. So if you want to go in the description below, sign up for an account right now. You can try it for 2 weeks. If you don't like it, you can just cancel it and get your money back. But this is totally worth it, okay? So once you create an account, you're going to come to here. It's a product tracker. You could just pick a product that you find and put it in here, but we're not going to be using this. Today, what we're going to be using to do our product research is the product database, okay? Now, this is what a lot of the Amazon FBA private label sellers use, and this is what I use, but I'm going to show you exactly the criteria that I look for, okay? So we'll start at the filters first. I kind of like to start with $15 being the minimum to 50 max. So the reason being why 15 minimum is because that kind of ensures like some profit is there. Once you go to like 7 or 10, based on how much it is for you to get a startup or get your first units in, you might not be making like any profit. So 15 the minimum. You can go up to 50. You could go more if you have higher capital. You could go lower if you have lower capital. Up to you. Net doesn't matter that much. Rank doesn't matter. Sales do matter. What we want to look for are products that have 300 or more units a month. Okay, so that's 10 a day. Moving on down, reviews. A maximum of 50 reviews, not necessarily a minimum. Rating, not necessarily. Weight doesn't really matter, but we kind of want to keep it lightweight. Number of sellers, no. Listing quality, no. Okay. So this is very basic criteria. You can play around with it. Go for like the listing quality. You could look for listings that are not doing that great, like the quality score is bad, and then try to make the same listing but make the listing look prettier with a nice description, nice pictures. But that's another topic for another video. Okay, let's go to categories though. We're going to be in the US marketplace, and let's think of categories that we can sell that are going to be ungated for us right away. So I'm going to think about arts and crafts. I know beauty is gated, but beauty and personal care, I'm not too sure. So we can keep going. Cell phones and accessories, clothing, shoes, jewelry. Not really. We're not going to really be selling none of this. No. Health and personal care, health, household, home garden, home kitchen. Okay. So the reason why I'm clicking these ones is because I'm thinking of like items that we can private label. So things that we can get that are totally generic, that we can throw our logo or label on. Okay. Sports outdoor, tool home improvement. Okay. Everything else that I didn't really click just kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, like software, not really. Pet supplies, maybe pet supplies. We could just go with that. Music, musical instruments, Kindle store. Like this stuff doesn't really apply to us. All the other categories are kind of like you need to get ungated from. Electronics are very risky starting up because of the defect rate, so be careful with that. But other than that, this looks good. So after we have our whole criteria set, we're going to hit search. Okay. Now, as soon as we hit search, you can sort it by a ton of different things. I absolutely hate doing the product info because it goes by alphabet, and it's always these weird characters first. So what I like to do is go by the estimated monthly sales and number 1. Okay. Now, kind of stinks with this, but you have to kind of blank it out. Is like things that are like seasonal and like big brands like Nike and stuff like that. Just kind of stay away from. What you want to look for in here are kind of items that make you like take a second look at it that kind of look weird. The weird items are like trendy items and they sell amazingly. Okay, so already this stuff is really not that interesting. I mean, 5-foot spider, interesting, but seasonal, don't really want to do. Big brand stuff like this, we keep going. Trying to look for something that's like not a major brand that we think that we could put our own logo on it. So look at this USB-C cable. Maybe I'll click that. And what you want to do is just go through the entire list of whatever you had and just keep clicking them, and then you do your own independent research after. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. The Angleizer tool, yeah, that's old. That's an old product. I already know that one doesn't work. Keep going. Electric kettle, mildew free sponges, Short chain pliers. All right, let's just find one more, and then we could just do this independent research. Okay, and this stuff updates, I mean, every day. So you could keep doing this every single day. You could keep messing with the criteria and see what you guys can find. Okay. Okay, then we could just get this glass blunt. Okay. So right away, let's look. USB-C cable, I could look at selling for $17.98. What I do as soon as I find one product like this, I try to find the main keyword. So this is kind of hard, so let's do this. Okay, electric arc lighter, flexible. Okay. Now, I've looked at this product before, and I know the main keyword. So right when I find a product, I want to find the most broad keyword for it and search for it independently on Amazon. So I'll go to Amazon, and I know this is an electric, no, this is an arc lighter. This is an arc candle lighter. Okay, so I'm going to do arc candle lighter. So search for the most broad keyword, and then you're going to see everything else. So here it is right here. It's a bestseller. And what I can do is run the Junglescout Chrome extension. Now, I love the Chrome extension because it extracts absolutely everything. So I'm going to look right now on what the top 10 listings are doing. My criteria is I want the top 10 listings to be selling 3,000 units a month combined. And I want like the sales to be relatively even, relatively balanced out. In the reviews, I don't want that many over 50. I want pretty low. So that means if I can get like, let's say 20 reviews on my own, will I be in the top 10 or will I be in the first page? Okay, that's what I kind of map it out on. So right away, I mean, this guy is doing 3,000 units a month by itself, and all the other ones are kind of like unbalanced. So it's kind of iffy for me. It's not a solid winner. You can also utilize the opportunity score. Helps out a lot. I really like to mess with things that are like probably opportunity score of 7 or above are worth like definitely like jumping on or like looking into more heavily. This is kind of a 5. There's not that much demand for it. Like you get to the 12th listing, like under 5 units a month, it's eh. And also always scroll down and make sure that it's the same item, because there could be items that are ranking for the keyword that you're searching for that aren't that item. But this is all the same thing. This is definitely not something I would worth looking into. Okay. And then you just do this with every other product. For this, I'm interested, so I'm just going to do this just because. USB-C cable, nylon braided. Okay, so let me just see. USB-C cable. I've never heard of this. Okay, well, already looking at it, like, the reviews are way too high for all of them. So I'm not even going to get into that. And we can get into this. Jason glass blunt. So let me type in glass blunt. Okay, so already like me looking at it, there's a couple prime sellers. There's nothing really like it. I know that 7 Pipe used to be a brand of it. People sold a lot of the fake ones on Amazon. So I'm gonna run Junglescout on it. So the Jason's guy doing he's doing almost 1,800 units a month. Guy Blum's doing 300. He's not even prime. He's doing 300. So this is definitely something I would consider looking more into. But based on what it is, we might be kind of like, I don't know, Amazon's rules and like FDA and all that, they might not allow this. I know that the first listing is probably stating it as cigarette or tobacco. Let's see here. Yeah, tobacco up to, yeah. So they're pitching it tobacco, of course. With stuff that's you kind of like think about, like if something's like edible, someone's going to be using it to put something in their body basically. Just be a little careful and know if there's going to be like any requirements or certificates or anything at all. Okay, so I mean that's something that we could look into more and dive deeper on, and we could just write that down and put it to the side. And then what you do, guys, just drain Junglescout out. Just spend like a couple hours, write it on a piece of paper, write it on a notepad, go through everything and move on to the next. Everything and move on to the next. Okay. So this is the main criteria I search for when I do product research. Like I said, if you've never tried Junglescout, just get it. I think it's $39 a month, but just try it. Use it for 2 weeks or even just use it for 1 day and just knock it out. I have friends that literally will buy Junglescout for a month, use it for a month straight, just collect all this data, and then they just will cancel it. Okay? So use it to your advantage. Very helpful. Definitely recommend the Chrome extension, though. Okay? So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Take care.